Are there any outsiders? They all seem to be local students. And also, Jin Bingbing, they're outside. They're not from this province. So where are you from? Shanxi. Why? Why did you come here to study? Very nervous. It doesn't matter. So tell me. So you recognize her? Why did she come here? Her school did not have a school bus, so she could not come to her school. That's why she was transferred here. Why do you recognize? Because we have our parents had good relations. Then your mother told her mother that you did well, so you are transferred. So are you happy? What kind of thing can soccer bring to you? Soccer can help me recognize more friends, and then I can go outside to have a look at the bigger world. So, who play the best? Boys. So, students in mountainous areas, and they like to refer to other students who play the best. So, what's your position? It's the forward position. So, what's the secret? He's the leader. He like to bump into others. So how long do you train? Every day? At noontime or afternoon? It's winter, it's so cold, and in the afternoon, so we train at noontime. In summer, we train at morning, and from 6 o'clock to 7:20 a.m. And are you cold? We're not cold. So let me see your clothes. Wow, it's too thin. How about you? I had sweater. Are you cold? So just warm up. You say you're skilled in the foot. You're skilled, so please have a performance. We are much focused on this school, and there are 66 students and one headmaster. All students play soccer. So, if it's in this school, small school, it has all of the champions, and around China, across China, it is famous for its soccer ball. So they play very well. Just count. 14, 18, and 20. Wow, it's wonderful. They can play like this, and are there any boys who can play better than her? So you are the great leader here. So let's see, are there any commentaries from the netizens? And because of their diligence, and they are very positive, and they're like, and they have great potentials, and thank you for your caring. Then we are good friends. Can you tell us what your dream is? Because a soccer ball can connect you to the outside world. So in every one of you, there must be some dreams, some fairy tales. Do you would like to tell the netizens what you want to be? I like to become a professional soccer player. My idol is Wang Shangshan. He's excellent, and he has devoted himself to our great nation, and I will be like him. So, if Wang Shangshan is watching our live streaming, what do you want to say to her? Wang Zhishan, I hope you can come to our school to have a look. I very much hope to see you. I want to be a good friend with you. So, where is the furthest place you have been to in UK? You play there, right? I trained there. Also, I came to recognize some friends. Do you have any friends from the foreign countries? Yeah, we play with them. I also like to go there in the future. Just gather here. It's a little cold. Let's warm up. Then the match is about to begin. So please tell us your dreams. Don't hustle me.
来，你跟我说。
就是我想成为一个专业的足球队员。
想像谁一样
？I want to become a professional soccer player like Bacon, like David Bacon. Wow, it's excellent. How about you? I want to become a soccer star. What kind of star do you like? What is your idol? Messi, Bacon, and Celo. I want to become a professional soccer player. My dream is to become a soccer player, and because our team in Gansu is backward, we want to form a soccer team to play for my hometown. So, girls, you may believe that the girls are very shy. They're not like the girls in cities, and they're the characteristics of the students in mountainous area. Because of the football, soccer ball, they have the chance to go to exchange with the outside world. Well, they have more opportunities. And when I grown up, I wanted to go to the national team. How about you? Like Wang Yan, I can become a member of the national team. So if you want to become a national team member, and what kind of work did you have to devote yourself? So if I think diligence is the only way. I will train myself when there are no team training, and just I would like to wear some bricks to do weight training, and will put some bottles as the goal. Then we'll use a soccer to hit the bottles. Well, you have your own skills and your own way of training. I would like to hang on a pen and use a soccer ball to hit them. How can you hang them? So have you broken anything because of this playing football? So many people, so many of you. I broken the wall of my team. Did your father scold you? I broken a glass in my house, and then my grandmother said nothing. So your family supported you so much. Have you done something naughty? I broken the glass. How about you? Me too. We kicked the wheels and plates. So you have the soccer ball in your home. So how did you play? And when you are at home, I will throw the ball myself, and I will get the ball when it bounces back from the wall. So when I chatted with them, if I can go to the past, I will not choose to play soccer ball. My colleague said that I cannot play wrestling. There are so many walls, and what's behind the walls? What's behind there is the ditches. So we will sometimes keep the football beyond that wall, and if that is the case, what we should do? I will pick them up. So they are warming up. I can tell you one secret. The teacher secretly told me, in the past it's not like the pond like this. They are just the earth, and the ground is just the earth, and the soccer ball is too small, and they like the soccer ball very much, so they're easily to be kicked outside the wall. It's the ditches, so the students, the small players would go outside and then hide the soccer ball, and then when they come back, they will tell the teachers that they would say that they disappeared. But when they came back later, they just bring the ball to back to their home. But when they came back, they will confess their mistakes to the student teachers. So they love the soccer ball very much. Here we are live streaming at the competition between the boys and girls. So you cannot underestimate those girls. There may be some girls who will become the football star in the future. So when it comes to this story, we can see that this one who wears the red sweater, the parent would focus on the students. This man is the headmaster. He teaches Chinese. You may not expect that. But when he came up with the idea of playing the soccer ball, he said that you fix your eye on them when they are playing. I like the soccer ball very much. From 2011, we forged the soccer team, so every day I would like to watch them playing. As long as I have the time. I have a question, and you teach Chinese. So how would you came up with the idea that everyone could play football in the school? So from 2011, I would lead the students to play the soccer ball, because and several schools together. And also, this is my hobby. I brought them happiness.
So in this school, they can study and also be happy. But if I am a parent, in the very beginning, I don't think all the parents will agree to have their children play football or soccer. Is that right? Yes. In the very beginning, only myself and my students supported this idea. Because in this mountain village, soccer is also something new. And they were afraid that playing soccer might impact their academic performance. But actually, through playing soccer, children could be happier and spend more time on their academic study. Actually, as Zheng told me, in her previous school, she used to fail exams all the way. But here in this school, although she plays football, she could also have better scores. So playing soccer could help them build up a health and also make them more confident. In this match, we can see that parents are lining up to watch the match, because after this match they will be having the winter break. So let's have an interview with parents. So are you parents of all those players? Are you? Yes. So is this the first time for you to watch a match of your child? Okay, the auntie has some problems with her ears. Okay, bro, is this your first time to watch matches? Yeah, I used to watch their matches. Which one is your boy or girl? Okay, the number 8 girl. Were you supportive in the first place? Yes, in the first place. Weren't you afraid her scores might get influenced? No. What changes have you seen? So you can see that she's more brave than before. It's actually a little bit difficult to understand his Mandarin because he has some accents. But I can tell that he means that the girl had better scores. So how does she train herself at home? So she puts a basket on the wall. She puts a car tire on the wall to practice scoring goals. Okay, thank you. You can continue watching. Okay, let's take a look at the time. It's almost the time to kick off a match. Okay, let's get prepared. So taking this opportunity, I want to tell you that in the pink house, there are teaching buildings and dormitories. Those buildings are already locked, so I wouldn't go in there. On my right hand is a new teaching building. When it is up, the children could wash faces in this building and don't have to fetch hot water outside of it. So they will have better conditions. In this school, they only have over 60 students. So people wonder they will have too much vacant places for such a huge building. But actually, the school could attract pupils from other provinces, like from Shanxi and other provinces outside of this mountain village. So actually, soccer has put together all those students. Later, we'll be seeing a match between the boy team and the girls team, and the coaches are making the final arrangements for them. You have to cooperate with each other. Do you understand? Okay. Just play safe. Okay, get ready. Come on, everyone. Let's give ourselves some confidence. We'll succeed. Okay, may you win. We can see that both teams are very confident in themselves. Okay, we have a referee, so wait a while. Just relax. Is there anyone to blow the pipe? To blow the whistle? So here's a little referee. Are you cold? No? Okay. Referee on the field. Okay, the match has begun. CCTV. Okay, you are watching a match in Zhonglianchuan Primary School through CCTV mobile network, CGTV application, and today's headline and the Baidu account. For today's match, we also have Mr. Yang from a finance university to join us. So is this a different match between the Euro matches you watch? No. Because for other matches, I see a lot of the strategies, but for boys and girls, for the primary students, it's very hard for them to play football at such a good level. I think they are very excellent.
Though the competition between the boys and girls, they seem that they are very professional, and it seems that the girls have overwhelmed the boys. It seems that the girls are excellent. And so it's not easy for them to play. There's so many people, and
so the girls have won the upper hand.
Boys, in terms of the physical, they have advantages, but we can see that the girls, they have the basic skills, can rival the girls.
They've had several shots, 3 shots actually, 3 goals. Okay, here they come again.
Yeah, an attack again. A little hurry.
There's a vacant position there. All the pupils want to show their best performances.
So when I was young, did you play?
Do you also play soccer?
Yeah. From middle school to university level, I was one of the members of the youngster team soccer ball, but my skill cannot rival those students because.
Okay, successful goal.
Wow.
The girls have scored a goal.
They're coughing.
Yeah, you can see that they're coughing.
It seems that the girl has been wounded.
Maybe she's been playing too hard.
Wow,
They're
that's a wonderful
fiery.
kick. Not long, and they're at the primary stage. But they must have the awareness of self-protection.
Yes.
And they cannot expect the goals, so they cannot protect themselves.
I think the number 4 player might have suffered from an injury.
Well, is she a little uncomfortable?
Headmaster Ma.
She traveled too long. And it's the chance for boys. The goalkeeper, wow, wonderful. It's a successful keep.
Yeah, this one too.
So at this age, children are very flexible. So in the future, when we have the training, first we should train the basic skills. And then they should reduce the mistakes.
Okay, a tie.
Yeah, 1-1, a draw. The coach is still ordering them.
Okay, number 4. The girl is very fiery.
Now, because it's high altitude, because it is snowy, the ground is icy, so the children should protect themselves. There is a pond, but under the pond there are frozen ice.
Yeah, the pupils told me too that in winter, even if there's snow, they'll still practice, but maybe not that much, and they don't even want
Indeed.
to waste even the morning.
Yeah. That's why we admire them. Every day they will keep training. In summer it's very hot, in winter it's very cold, so under this environment, for so long a time they will practice. It is not easy for them to persevere.
You also said that we're at an altitude
Yeah.
of 2,400 meters. So playing soccer here is very different from
Yes.
playing soccer on
Very different.
ground in other places.
We can see that the children have adapted to the altitude, and they're from the central plain of China. But if the children are on other areas, if they keep practicing in such an environment, they cannot adapt to them. They become uncomfortable.
So do they have some other sicknesses due to the high altitude?
I think so. The altitude is not so high to cause their sickness. If we can run like the children, it is difficult for the adults, and it will affect their performance.
So I think playing soccer here is also a challenge
Indeed.
to their health.
Right. Especially children in rural areas. I think the nutrition, they cannot get a good nutrition as the children in cities, and so they face
But
difficulties.
they don't think it's hard, right? This touches me a lot.
Indeed, you can see when they're playing the games, they're very active. And they show very happy expressions out of their heart.
So what's the arrangement on the field?
It's an 8-person system. Boys, it's about 3-3-1. It's one forward, one semi-forward. Three
They're
semi-forward.
laughing because the referee has also slipped over.
So there is something unexpected. Indeed. And the children have to overcome these difficulties. It's like kicking ball in a very high altitude area.
Unexpected difficulties.
I think the girls may have more energy later. They have better stamina. The girls, number 4 is the forward.
Okay, number 15.
It's a transition position. She's the captain. They're excellent.
Okay, and advanced from number 5.
Through the fierce competition, it seems no children showed signs of tiredness, and they do not want to have a rest.
It's maybe a result of their everyday training.
It's inseparable from the long-term stamina training.
Yeah, I know nothing about soccer. Okay, another goal. Yeah, they scored another goal.
The boys,
The boys. So they've been organizing
Yes.
goal scoring all the time.
And they pass the ball quickly. On one hand, sometimes they have mistakes, and sometimes it's the male player, sometimes the female players. So the orderly advancing, they should strengthen the training for orderly advancing. And
very professional comment from you. And you pointed out some shortcomings of both teams.
And we can see that the ball in different persons. Another thing I think that needs improvement, though our venue is small, we have so many people, and we must take advantage of our venue to create the opportunities.
So at half line, right?
Yeah. Number 4 has organized and tech. Girls may have disadvantages in the physical, but for boys may have an opportunity. But the short sprints cannot rival, or the girls cannot rival boys.
It means both teams have their own advantages and disadvantages, and they can show advantages while at the same time they've exposed their shortcomings. So next time in the qualifications and the national competitions, they can adjust their strategies.
Through constant competitions, we find problems and solve the problems. Oh, another attack. Oh, the goalkeeper has done very well. Very fury. We can watch the small keeper. His position shows he's very serious.
I think the goalkeeper looks very professional. And the referee? Yeah, very calm. To be honest, I'm afraid that they might feel cold, but actually they've adjusted to the weather here. And the number 13 boy also rolled up his sleeves. And I saw the pupils here have perfectly adjusted to the cold weather here. And even our netizens, they are afraid that they might get cold.
Not only adapted it, I think in such an environment they have beliefs, they have their hobbies, and from such a young age, they love soccer ball from their heart.
Yeah, interest is the best teacher.
Indeed. It's a good education for them. So, we will reshape the role of the sports that can cultivate persons. We can see that the students are very active and they're excellent.
Actually, in cities, when pupils say hello to teachers, it's very natural. But in the rural villages, when pupils say hi, are you that moved?
Because in cities, pupils may see more things. In rural areas, based on my experience, they may be an introvert. They have less exchanges with the strangers. But for these pupils, they have their characteristics is not the same as the ordinary rural area pupils, and these are the positive changes.
It will seem that both coaches are also very calm. The female teacher actually was born after the 1990s, and she's also very passionate about
Exactly.
soccer.
As far as I am concerned, I worked in our basketball is also very professional for the referees. They are accustomed to the big scenes.
And so the province?
and they also attend the national
Many
competitions.
players have also gone to the Evergrande group and go to Chengdu to UK, and it is actually a good result of their everyday training. Okay, follow the camera. Let's zoom in on this uncle here. We can see that he's been fixing his eyes on the mat. Hello, are you a parent?
Yeah, I'm the parent. So
Which one is your child?
that one, kicking the bowling, bowling the goal.
Excellent. Where do you live?
My home is in Gansu.
So does your
On
child
foot.
walk home every day?
It's about 2 hours journey.
Oh, it takes 2 hours to walk back home. Any other transportation manners?
Others cannot walk here because it is too slippery.
Okay, motorcycles.
Slippery mode. I would like to
so
walk home.
You usually walk back home. So, do you still have field?
I have several fields.
Is this your
This is my granddaughter. Yeah.
granddaughter? Is your family supportive?
Our families really support them. And I am responsible
how
for
about her father and mother?
raising her up.
Okay, I see.
And we,
So
both of
the
us,
grandparents
raise our
have been taking care of
daughter.
her. So tell me, why are
granddaughter.
you so supportive of her playing soccer? Why?
Because when we are still healthy, we would like to support them.
Okay, let me explain to you. It means when we are still capable of raising her and taking care of her, we want her to be closer to her dream and could go outside of the mountain village. Actually, I'm very touched by his words because for those children, the fathers and mothers, they go out of the village to make money, and grandparents take care of those pupils. And grandparents are very supportive of them playing soccer. And soccer is something that pupils could realize dreams, and we can also see their efforts on the field. Otherwise, if they don't play soccer, they don't have a way out of the village. And people told me before that when a plane flew above my head, I wanted to take me away. I felt very bad at that time. So playing soccer is actually a bridge between those pupils and the outside world. A small soccer, but a big world to them. You can understand my Mandarin, right?
Yeah.
So for your granddaughter, what are your hopes?
I hope that my granddaughter can have opportunities to see the outside world. So how do you define success? She can attend, be enrolled into the universities. This is success,
So
and can make money.
Okay, rest assured, I think she can make it to universities and can make money and live in the cities together with you. So when you till the field, it must be a very heavy toll. Will you tell your granddaughter it's very difficult?
I like to tell the story to let her study well and play the soccer ball well. And how did she train at home? And she will finish the homework at home. Sometimes, if she had the time, she will train the soccer ball herself.
Did you buy the soccer for her?
Yeah, it's
From the school.
yeah.
So you really Does she have any other toys?
Just playing soccer ball, studying.
So, for a girl of her age, in the cities, they usually have a lot of toys, like baby bears.
Just none.
So, for the pupils, their soccer shoes are from the school, right? So, for your granddaughter, does she wear those shoes while training?
No, at home. And I do not have bought her the soccer ball shoes.
So, for her age, for one pair of shoes, how long can it sustain?
Half a semester. Half a semester.
So by then, we'll buy her a new pair?
The school buy for her.
So many people have been watching those children closely and providing help all the time. For example, the clothes, the shoes. So please rest assured, your granddaughter is very excellent. She made the first shot. This is your granddaughter.
Yeah. So, Mr. Young, we can see that a random chat.
Very true stories and some realities. A lot of warm-hearted people and organizations have been donating resources and helping those children to realize their dreams.
Yeah, just now I understood that parent said that in the past was said that knowledge change your destiny, but this man said that we can use this soccer program to further their study and change their destiny. I think with this will and with this intention, I think they will make it. Just now, as the grandpa said here, I am very excited, and they do not have the toys. They do not have a rich variety of means of entertainment.
This is Mr. Yang from Lanzhou. So he wants to know, when your granddaughter is at home, does she watch TV or films, or does she have any other extracurricular hobbies?
Entertainment, I think. And the only entertainment way is to playing soccer ball. We cannot buy the toys.
Yeah, she's also very mature in this respect. Yeah.
And she would study and play soccer ball, and we do not have other supports for her entertainment.
It means that by doing so, she could also see the outside world.
And because my life is short, I would do my best to support them.
Uncle, rest assured, you can see her spirit on the field. That's the most important quality of her in the future, no matter for the academic performance or finding jobs. She will have such quality all the way, and I believe that with such a quality, she will be successful.
Do not have to be afraid of her. Do not have to worry her. You do not have to worry that you cannot support her while life is short, because the society is helping them, and the school is helping them. The education system, every walk of life would help them. When they have seen seeing them when they know our conditions. I believe more other person who would like to do charity would like to help them and help them to become the backbone of our country.
Ms. Yang has made the right comment. Yeah, we should be confident in that. Actually, I'm a bit worried that you need to walk another 2 hours back home, and in the mountains it's very slippery with snow. I feel very bad. Okay, dear netizens, if you've just opened our live streaming program, I would like to introduce you again that we are in the mountain village in Zhonglianchuan Village Primary School. We are having a match between the boys team and the girls team, and we are actually selecting players for the for a qualification match, and in February they will go to Hubei province to attend an invitational tournament. Okay, another attack. Okay, today we're having a football match, but we also heard a lot of the pupil stories and their feelings. Actually, it's like a fairy tale, like the uncle described. His granddaughter doesn't have Barbie dolls or toys as many as the children in cities, and she doesn't even have a spare pair of football shoes. But on the football field or in terms of their academic study, they're very persistent, and we've been moved by them.
Another goal again.
They rock.
It seems that some girls are taller than boys. Boys will have more strength. And they have the advantages in their body
But I think
performance.
The girls' performance is better today. The headmasters, Mr. Ma, is with me here. Is that the boys didn't perform as good as well as the girls?
Today I think the boys perform better than girls. When they warm up, I think they have a better preparation. So the girls seem to be a little conservative. They seem to be more serious now. And sometimes the boys cannot win the girls. But this time, it is another case. It's different. In the latter half of the match, the boys may perform better, and the boys perform better.
Yes, for boys, they don't feel cold. They've rolled up sleeves. We can see that.
We can see the coordination from the perspective of coordination, the girls are better.
In such cold weather, the pupils' training could be given easier tasks. And I also talked to Mr. Yang because in such weather they might slip and fall.
We have the adjustment. And we will train them in the harsh weather, but in the campus we will see their physical conditions and we will see the actual weather conditions. It's about -20 degrees Celsius, and it's not good for their growth.
So we are almost nearing the time for a break.
So it's time for the latter half of the match. Okay, time for the latter half of the match.
today the girls' performance is not that satisfactory. Let's see how the coach comments. The boys more fiery, and now for the goalkeeper, you need to do your job. You need to shovel the ball away from the goal, and you need to avoid the worst scenario. Okay, you're sweat over. I think we need some tissue here. You need to deal with the sweat because otherwise you might get a cold. So, talk about the match.
Yeah.
Maybe you're too anxious.
We just follow the rhythm of the boys. So last time you overwhelmed the boys team, but this time you are a little in a hurry.
It doesn't matter.
Hush.
Just play with your best performance. Relax. I think they're a bit depressed, right? It's okay today. Sometimes in a formal match, they will feel bad if they lose 1 or 2 goals, and they will lose confidence. Today, I didn't see them cry. It's better today. Yeah, but still a bit depressed. They've set very high, very ambitious goals, right? Yeah. They have such an idea that they have to outperform the boys. First, we need to have the courage to beat the boys, and our girls have set very high bars for themselves, so sometimes they feel bad if their performance couldn't live up to their expectation.
If you just can perform yourself, then you will have better. You'll play better. So I think you are to care about the goals. You should focus yourself, and you should enjoy the process. Everybody should be active. We are a team. You should be active, and you should run around and get the ball. When the two teams have the opportunities, you should be the first to get the ball. So should be confident. Do not be afraid that the ball, you cannot bring the ball. And you think too much, and you bring the ball, you think you cannot pass that person. Just be active. Just move it forward.
Let's have a look at the boys. They're more relaxed than the girls.
On some occasions, you cannot pass the ball, and others, the other team, the girls, would like to follow you closely. So, in the first half of the match,
you finished the bottle of water? Have you? So you shared. Is it cold? The water must be very cold, right? You might get cold. After sports, don't drink such cold water.
just flank them. Do some warm-up exercise.
Why don't you put a sweater?
What are you doing?
So you're getting warmth from each other, although you don't have a cold. So you shared a bottle of water, right? Why not a bottle for each? Because we don't have enough. So you're good friends. You share water. Yeah, we also share food, share water. So what's next do you share?
Sometimes chocolate. And sometimes I had other sweets and desserts.
So how do you feel by sharing?
I think it feels very good. Now we're very friendly to each other, and we're not in one class.
I heard one word, bestie. So you must have a very good relationship, right? What happened to you?
So you're wounded.
Stretch?
Your mouth has some wounds. Find some tissue.
Oh.
Do not hurry.
An injury on your lip. Also have a wound on your hand. So, in your daily training, do you get injury all the time?
Well, sometimes I'll wear a white T-shirt, and then there will be, you'll have some fissures on it. So look at the elbow. Are there wounds in the elbow? Just put your sleeves down.
Do you have some protective measures like those for elbows or for? Okay, you have some something for your knees, right? Yeah. Okay. You have a pad here for elbow. So under your trousers, do you also have other protective measures? Do you feel cold? How many trousers have you put on?
You should wear more clothes.
You're from the same grade?
No.
I think you are all besties, right?
We're in the same dormitory. How many people do you have in one dormitory? 13. When will you sleep at night? 8, 9. So when you sleep, would you chat? Yeah, I will. What would you like to chat about? So about today's match, sometimes we just play.
So, your teacher told me that for tactics, 2 players have rounded up Wang Chuan.
Yes.
Once he gets the ball, right?
And 2 boys would like to stop her.
So those are your tactics.
Yeah, the core player should be stopped. And we'll find the 2 strongest ones, and then we will coordinate. So can you tell us what's your dream in 2018? I'd like to go to Hubei and win a good match. And
So your best place was the 7th, right? Or the 4th?
I want to get the
Third
third
place.
place, yeah. Apart from the matches, do you have other wishes for the new year? For yourself? In 2018?
Okay, think about it. You first.
I want to go to UK. Me too. I want to go to Brazil. Me too.
Why do you want to go to Brazil?
Because I want to see what the children would play in that
The
country.
national team of Brazil.
I like to learn from them. I like to learn from them and share with the children here.
So you're like a captain, and you want to learn from the Brazil way and share your experience
So what about
with
you?
your team members. So
I'd like to learn from the national team of Brazil and learn from them, for instance, how to coordinate.
roast duck of Brazil. Oh, they are so cute. A lot of aunts and uncles are anxious to hear your comments.
I like to go sighting around the world to see the soccer ball. I also like to tour around the world to see how they play soccer ball.
Have you ever thought about going to the outside world before you play soccer?
Beijing.
Okay,
To the capital.
our capital city. So have you gone to Beijing before? So what other cities besides Zhonglianchuan?
Sichuan, Yinchuan,
Yinchuan.
Zhongwei.
So within Ningxia, right? Have you been there before? Okay, let's have a rest. Don't take off the clothes, the coat. Put on your coat. Okay, on the field we can see the girls' team.
We used to train here, and the three teams play in turn. And the small team would like to compete, have the capacity to compete with the bigger teams. And also, the small team would like to compete with the girls' team. And the winner
So
will,
why?
because the smaller teams will not be confident if they are not beaten. So we have this arrangement.
If you've just tuned in, I want to walk you through our program again. We are having a match between boys and girls team at a primary school. But from the first half, we can see the girls team is lagging behind, so they are a bit depressed. And now the minors are going to the field to compete with the girls team to boost their confidence. Okay, number 15 is being defended.
The small team will can see the goalkeeper is excellent, and she would keep the emergency balls. Now, they are very smart.
I think the minors team are very agile. Mr. Yang, this might be your first time to watch a match between the girls team and the minors team. They're not that as tall, but they are.
It's a
as
rare
professional.
opportunity indeed. The minors have less time to play football, but they are very serious. We can see they are very focused.
And people are laughing because they see that
Indeed.
the miners are so professional. At least that's how they look. Dear netizens, we can hear pupils coughing. It's very cold here. We are at an altitude of 2,400 meters. It's very different to play soccer here, but the pupils have got used to the climate here. Today, by watching the match of the pupils, I reached the conclusion that soccer makes people happy, and the happiness comes out of the bottom of their heart. A small soccer but means a big dream. Maybe they don't have very good tactics, but they can always touch you. The girls team is still competing with the minors team. Later, there will be another match between the girls and the boys, but we'll be coming to the end of today's program. But will not stop our attention to Zhonglianchuan Primary School. And